Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Yancy and this is my garden. Oh my goodness, y'all. Today, when I tell you guys we have a massive harvest today, and I'm not even sure I am going to be able to get all of it done. Today is October 3rd, 2024, so we're officially, I mean, is it really officially fall? I was gonna say we're officially in fall, but it's giving fall weather. The garden is giving fall the way it looks. A lot of things are brown, the leaves are dying on a lot of things. I need to hurry up and harvest a ton of these. But when I tell you I couldn't really harvest like that in the last week and a half because it has been raining, y'all. Raining non-stop, not exaggerating. Every single day it was raining for like the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Like yesterday was the last day that it stopped raining. So I would say way more than a week and a half, almost 2 weeks it's been raining like non-stop. And you know, normally I would appreciate the rain, but this time around I was like, bro, you gotta go, because now you're killing my plants. I am trying to keep them surviving. I'm trying to keep them growing. You know, I appreciate the rain, but I mean, it was just a surplus of rain. And I would say for the most part, it helped, you know, a part of my garden, but also it killed a lot of stuff. And a lot of things just overgrew, like especially the tomatoes. I am in fear of my life with harvesting the tomatoes today because I know it's a ton of them, and that's if a lot of them hasn't gone bad, because I haven't harvested the tomatoes in like a week, like almost 2 weeks, because of the rain. And yeah, so only God knows what we're about to see today. A lot of them is probably not going to be good. A lot of them going to be soggy and just not good, but thank God for the rain, I guess. Like, what was this rain in July when we had a drought? Like, we didn't get any kind of rain in July, and that's when I really needed the rain, and it didn't show up. And it's gonna show up at the end of September into October. Are you kidding me? When the weather was cool, and then not only was it raining, the weather was cool. It was like in the low 70s the entire time, and the low, thank God, did not drop below 50, but it was always in the low 50s. Oh my gosh, y'all, I am telling y'all, it is crazy, but I am so excited to finally be able to do this video so I could get this out to you guys as soon as possible, so I could try to clean up my garden and harvest as quickly as possible. So you guys are about to see non-stop harvesting videos for the next couple of days, y'all. For a lot of you guys that are in like the Carolinas, in Florida, parts of Texas, I believe, New Orleans, please have my condolences if you lost any family during this crazy storm that, you know, came over into the South. If you suffered from the storm, I hope you're okay, and I hope you're safe now, and hopefully, you know, you're on the better side of things. And I believe that the storm that came over into the Carolinas, it even came to parts of Virginia, I believe that we had the aftermath of it, or had the effects of it. And you know, thank God it didn't come over here, but I know a lot of you guys really went through it, and I'm so sorry about that. And I really pray to God that, you know, you and your families are okay, and you're getting back, you know, on your feet and getting back together. So with that being said, let's get started. Let me show you what it looks like back here, so you can have an idea of what was going on. The last time you guys saw this garden, for the most part, a lot of things were still looking green, and it seemed like it was gonna be looking good for a decent amount of time until this storm happened. So Mother Nature have the Mother Nature, and it is what it is. But I'm still grateful that, you know, there's a lot of things that was going on here. But oh my gosh, I see some of my peppers either has been eaten. Oh my gosh, y'all, I just saw some. Yeah, the garden is about to be something else. Like, if I show you guys what's going on here, this is gonna be a long video because we have a ton of harvesting to do. And if it seems like it's too much and the sun starts to go down, we might just have to continue it on another video tomorrow. So come along, come along, come along. Alright, y'all, per usual, I show you guys what baskets I'm using to harvest today. I have quite a few baskets and containers because I am anticipating a huge harvest. I have my pink basket, I got this little brown basket, and of course, you know, my favorite, I have this basket, and I also have this basket that I will be putting some stuff in. And then I have this bowl that I'm gonna put like the tiny little Sun Gold tomatoes and the cherry tomatoes. So I'm going to be using this to put like the cherry tomatoes in there, and then I'm probably going to use like the pink basket to put the bigger tomatoes, and then use the other baskets for like the greens and herbs and for the peppers. Look at this right here. I still have not harvested this thing. I know I told y'all this was going to be next, but oh my goodness, I just been so busy. Not even busy, the storm just didn't allow me to really come out here and do it. So this is going to be harvested tomorrow for sure. I know for a fact, after I harvest everything else today. Some of the things that benefited from the storm, like all that extra rain, was definitely like my bitter leaf. This is the best it has looked like this entire growing season. This is the best it has looked, y'all. Ooh, I see water in here. Get rid of that for the mosquitoes. Y'all, let's see. Let's take a look at this watermelon back here. So I have this watermelon back here. It's still, you know, getting bigger and it's doing its thing. And y'all, I saw a freaking groundhog. There's a groundhog that live in my neighbor's yard, like live under that shed you see right there. And there's a whole family of groundhogs, and they have been coming here and eating the leaves of my watermelons. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope it doesn't eat the vine and like breaks it off and then cause it for the watermelons to not actually grow. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this because I do not want it taken away anything from the watermelons that are actually growing right now. I don't need no additional watermelon. They're not gonna grow anyway. This is what the watermelon vines look like. It was for the most part healthy. You know, those groundhogs started coming here and having a good old time with it. As a matter of fact, something ate this watermelon here. Like it took like a huge little bite of it. I'm like, I left it on the vine in hopes that, you know, it's not all bad. Hopefully when it's ready, I'll be able to cut that part out. So I'm just gonna leave it, but I had to put this around it because something, I don't know if it was a squirrel. I think it was a squirrel because I think the groundhog would have devoured that if it got a hold of it. But this one still looks good, you know, it's still doing its thing. It's not that big. I don't think it's gonna get any bigger than that. And then this one right here, this one looks like, I don't know, this one doesn't look like it's gonna do well. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about actually cutting it off the vine because it looked like it might be ready. I mean, this is the closest tendril to it, and it is completely brown. And from what I've learned is that when the tendrils that is closest to this part of it, to this vine, if it's brown, that means that the watermelon is ready. And then also, the reason why I don't think is that good is because this watermelon is kind of soft. It's kind of soft, and all the other watermelons are like hard. So I don't know what that's about. And you guys let me know in the comments if you think I should harvest it, and based on your comments I will harvest it that same day and I'll record it for y'all. But yeah, so that's the update on the watermelon plant. And so we're now approaching the garden. This is what it looks like, y'all. My arch, it doesn't look as pretty as it used to with all the greens after this rain in the last week and a half. When I tell y'all, everything looks brown. I mean, I wish this was the type of rain we got in July where the sun was still shining and the plants was gonna love it, but this was like, this was not a fun storm at all. I mean, like all of my plants like started to die. Look at this. Look at this. All the leaves are dying, which means like this plant is pretty much done. And I have 2 cantaloupes up there that I am going to harvest today because I don't want it to stay on here and then it ends up going rotten because the vines and the leaves, they're not looking good. So I don't think it's transferring any type of nutrients to these cantaloupes anyway. So I'm just going to harvest it and pray for the best and, you know, see if it's ready or not. Yes, y'all. So that's what's going on. This is the herb garden that we're going to harvest, and then, you know, I'm going to harvest a ton of these herbs. I guess maybe what really enjoyed the benefits of the rain was probably the herbs. The herbs probably enjoyed it the most. And also my okras. Y'all, when I tell y'all I got a lot of okras from this past 2 weeks, because it's been raining a lot and the okras have been producing a lot also. So I've been coming out here, you know, once in a while when I'm able to, like when it's not like stormy like that, to come and harvest the okras. I think I've shown some of the okras to you guys on YouTube shorts, and I've shown you guys like, you know, some of the okras I've harvested. Like look at this one right here. So yeah, all right. So ooh, my tomato bed looks terrible. Oh my god, the rain, I think the rain was just too much. It was just too much for my tomatoes. Like I don't think my tomatoes really survived it like that. But the peppers was good, y'all. I am shocked. The peppers look good. Do you guys remember these peppers that were not even producing and they pretty much started to produce late in the season? I don't know. I think, you know, of all the things, I think the peppers, I would say these peppers enjoyed the rain the most. It probably, but still, it was still too much. It needed sun. It needed sun. You know, we need full photosynthesis. Like, we need the sun. I see a ton of peppers on here. So yeah, look at this. I see a ton of peppers. They are everywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at all of these. Yep. And look at this right here. Yeah, I need to totally, I'm gonna need to stake this. I need to find a stake to stake that because that's not okay. But yes, y'all, I am seeing in my tomato garden, it looks so bad. I don't even know. I don't know what to do. But all right, y'all, let's get started on harvesting. I just wanted to give you guys like a quick look. This is the cucumber plant. It is totally done. Like, it's done for, I could really pull it off, but it's all good. But all right, y'all, I'm trying to hurry up and harvest quick so that I could get as much done as possible. So that's a quick little review of the garden. So let's get started and get this party started. I am gonna start with the tomatoes. I always like to harvest the tomatoes first because they are the biggest pain in the butt. So I'm gonna start with the tomatoes and I'm gonna start from here, y'all. Let me just give you an example of what I mean when I say a lot of these tomatoes are not gonna be good anymore. Like, take a look at this. Ooh, look at all these fruit flies. I don't know if y'all can see it. There should be a ton of fruit flies. Look at how easily this just fell off. And look at it split in the middle. Yeah, so when I tell you these tomatoes just over ripened, like it couldn't take it anymore and they all bursted, like I am seeing so many of them like this and they have a ton of fruit flies. So ooh, oh gosh, look at this, y'all. Oh, they're all falling off, y'all. I wonder if it's even gonna be sweet anymore, you know, with all this rain. I am so disappointed in not being able to harvest for like the last couple of weeks because when I tell y'all this storm did not come to play. Storm Helene did her big one, y'all. She did her big one. But I'm still grateful to be able to see some tomatoes like these. This one is a really good one. It's not that bad, but like all the sun golds and all of the cherry tomatoes, they didn't make it. Like, oh, look at all these flies. Oh, this is so disgusting. Get away. Now I'm wondering if next year I'm gonna have a ton of tomato volunteers all over here. I'm wondering if I'm gonna have a ton of volunteers all over here. I think I am gonna put y'all down because I need to harvest all of these. So I'm gonna put the camera down and try to get this done quicker than I am with this camera in my hand. I anticipate this is about to be a massive harvest, so get ready for another massive harvest, a massive October harvest. Unfortunately, we have a lot of loss. RIP to a lot of my veggies. Damn, that kind of rhyme, y'all. Anyway, I'm about to put y'all down. Let me get this done quicker because we got so much to do in this garden. It's not really funny. Like what ooh, I know that is not a squirrel inside of my strawberry bed. Y'all, let me put y'all down because these outside elements, they trying to trip me up, but we ain't gonna let them. All right, y'all, can you believe this is all I've gotten just from this little arch right here? I probably have like a few tomato plants on this arch, and this is what I was able to get. And it's a pretty decent amount, you know, compared to the amount that fell off the plant due to the overwater. But yeah, there's a ton of them that's rotten. There's a ton of them that fell. You know, I lost a ton of tomatoes. So now we're about to go into the garden and go into that tomato forest that I got back there. I am so scared to go back there, y'all. What in the hell is that? I'm so scared to go back there. There's a lot of bugs. I mean, there's a ton of mosquitoes out here. There's a ton of gnats and flies, and it's all because of the veggies that are rotten. So come with me, y'all. This is what we have so far. Let's go get the rest. And there's a ton of green tomatoes on this plant right here, so I anticipate getting more harvest in the coming days, depending on what the weather is going to be like. Hopefully we don't have any more rain. I promise I do not mind watering my plants anymore. I was complaining about watering my plants, and then I got a surplus of rain. Overdid it. I will not complain anymore about watering my plants. All right, y'all, come on. Before we actually go into the tomato forest, I am going to harvest these okras and just get it out of the way since I'm already here. This is pretty big. Let's hope it's fresh. Ugh. No, this one, I think it got too big. It's all right. Oh wow, look at how cool this is. I think I'm gonna let it grow some more and see if it come all the way out. That's interesting. Let's see what else is going on in here. This one's not ready. Okay. But y'all, I harvested a ton of okra in the last week and a half from this plant. I knew that I had to keep coming out here because of all the rain, and I just knew that the okra was gonna produce so much. So this was the only thing that I really kept up with as far as harvesting. I wasn't able to harvest anything else because it was just crazy. The rain, it didn't stop. All right, let me put you guys down so that I can go finish harvesting. Alright, y'all, I am done getting the okras that were ready over there. Let's try to get back here and go into, oh my gosh, y'all, look at this. Oh my goodness, this looks terrible. Terrible. Y'all, do y'all remember what my tomato forest looked like, how beautiful it was in the last video? Everything was all green and it seemed like I was gonna get a ton more tomatoes off of this, and it seems like this rain really did some damage on these plants. I mean, everything is going bad. Like, look at all these big old tomatoes that was just sitting here. I mean, look at this. Oh my goodness, this is tragic. And I know this only happened because of the storm. Oh my goodness, look at this, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is so sad. Look at this. Now, if this was in July, I would appreciate all of that rain. Because like I said, we were in a drought. But all this rain, oh, that was just too much. Look at this. That was just too much. Oh, look at all these fruit flies surrounding everything in here. I'm gonna try my best to get everything that's ready off of the vine, because this is literally the only day in the last week and a half that it hasn't rained. And it also, not only was it raining every day, like there was like no glimmer of sunshine at all. Like there was no sunshine. Today's the first day we got sunshine. I mean, it felt like I lived in Washington. No shade to all the people that live in Washington, but you know, I heard that it's always gloomy over there. I mean, I'm grateful that this was the most the storm did on this side of town, because I know there are people that definitely had it way worse, way 10 times worse actually. So I can't complain, but my goodness, it really did something to my garden, y'all. I mean, it smells so bad in here. It just smells like a bunch of like dead stuff. I mean, look how disgusting it looks back here. Like, it's just, my garden don't look as beautiful as it did before. It's just all nasty looking. Yeah, but like I said, I will remain positive and just see the brighter side of this. Oh my God, look at these big old tomatoes that's like all gone bad. Oh my gosh, look at this. I have never seen that ever in my life. Oh my goodness. That's why there's so many bugs. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put y'all down and try to get this, because I don't want none of this stuff getting in my mouth. Look at all this. It could not stay out here one more day. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put y'all down and get to work, because as you can see, this right here is about to be my problem child, per usual. Y'all, so I've gotten as much as I can from back here. As you can see, a ton of the tomatoes were pretty much gone. They're all rotten, but you know, I guess some of them kind of survived. I'm still gonna take some of them that may not look great, but I think it should be fine. But yeah, how tragic is this? I mean, like, look at how dirty this thing looks. Like, why is it so dirty looking? Oh my gosh, y'all, look at all the tomatoes down there. I don't know if y'all can see, there are so many tomatoes on the floor. Like, there's so many down there on the ground. It is actually crazy. Seems like the tomatoes are pretty much done for, but one thing I know about tomatoes, they're resilient and they want to live. So we'll see what happens in the next month, in, you know, this month going into November, because you know it's gonna start getting really cold and it's going to not only stunt the growth but stunt the plant, the tomatoes actually turning red. So we shall see. But on the other hand, the peppers are looking glorious. They all look so healthy. I mean, at this point I gave up on this one, because come on, look at this. Like, this one is still trying to form like little flowers. And but anyway, let me not get distracted. Let me hurry up and finish getting all the tomatoes from this bed. I unfortunately have to go in here and get the rest, and then we can move on from there and probably start doing the peppers and everything else. So pray for me, y'all. Gotta go in here. Alrighty, y'all, I am all done with over there. And here I still gotta go all the way on that other side of the bed to get the rest of the tomatoes, but I've got everything on this side right here. I've got everything on this side, so I am all done with the tomatoes on this side. And y'all, oh, it was so many waste. It's tragic, but this is what we've gotten so far. I am gonna have to scrub the crap out of these tomatoes because they just, I think it's the darkness is from like the leaves dying on the plant, because look at this right here, and I see a lot of leaves on the plant, so I think that's where the dirtiness is coming from. I think it's coming from the leaves dying on the plant. This basket is so heavy. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at this mess right here. All the tomatoes are falling over, and I'm gonna have to try to swing it back that way. So let me try to do that and then get the rest of the tomatoes that's under there. I see some red ones under there. So all right, y'all, we almost done with the tomatoes. I'm so excited to be done with this. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at all these tomatoes. I am finally done with the tomatoes. I will show you guys all of it when we get back in the house. Y'all, it is a lot of tomatoes. Like, it is tons of tomatoes. I mean, these are the ones that I could salvage, but we lost a ton of them. But at least we were able to salvage some of it. All right, y'all, it is time to go and start harvesting the peppers now that I am done with the tomatoes. So I'm gonna set this right here and come over here. I see a ton of peppers. I really wanted a lot of these to turn red, but I think that I'm just gonna harvest a lot of them and allow more to grow if it does. If it doesn't, oh well. I think I'm gonna remove them because what in the world is that? Every time I come out here to film a video, somebody is doing something that's gonna make a ton of noise. I'm so sorry, y'all, if y'all can hear that in the back. But yeah, I think I'm going to harvest a ton of them. I'll harvest all the big ones, all the big green ones, and if they're red ones, I'll still harvest them and just allow, like, you know, these tiny ones to get bigger if it does. If it doesn't, before the first frost, I am going to come out here and pretty much remove the rest of these peppers. But yes, y'all, there are a ton of peppers on this plant. I mean, a ton. Ooh, look at all these little ones. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave a lot of the little ones on there. These mosquitoes are getting out of hand. Alright y'all, I have gotten all of like the super big peppers from back here, and I just left the tiny ones on there, and I am gonna allow it to get bigger. I mean, these are medium size, but I will allow it to get bigger. I'm not in a rush. You guys saw that I am actually drying some of the peppers, so I have a ton of peppers already in the house to process. So I'm gonna allow these to stay on here and get a little bigger. To be honest with you, after this storm, it seemed like the peppers thrived the most, and peppers don't even like that much water, so I don't know. It did pretty good though. All right, now we're about to go on this side and try to collect as many as we can. Ooh, look at these big ones. There are so many mosquitoes out here, but y'all, can you recognize? It's golden hour. But yeah, y'all, the sun is going down, and I'm not about to be out here when the sun goes down. Nope. But do y'all see the amount of peppers I've been getting? And I'm not even done. Okay, so what I do know is this video is gonna go into tomorrow because I just don't have enough daylight to be able to harvest everything. And if y'all look back here, I still have a ton more peppers back here that I need to harvest, and I'm not even done with this bed. And y'all see all the peppers I harvested. So the tomatoes took all of my time, but I needed to really spend some time with the tomatoes, but I also need to spend a lot of time with the peppers because I'm not able to finish all of this today at all. I really thought I was, and the sun is already going down, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and finish with what I have here, and then I am going to film another video tomorrow for you guys. So today is going to be the okra, peppers, and tomato harvest. How about that? It was abundant, it was massive, as you can see, but tomorrow make sure you watch the next video because it's going to be more massive and more bananas. Okay, but one thing I'm truly grateful for though is my peppers are good. I don't see a lot of damage. I mean, there are some peppers that are rotten here and there, but it's not a lot. But the tomatoes was so painfully damaged, but I'm grateful that I was able to salvage some of them. But all right, y'all, let me hurry up so I can close this video out before it get dark and y'all can be able to see my face when I say bye. All right, y'all, hold on.
And that's the culture that y'all learned on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Like, they don't even compare. That's what I can appreciate about Salt Lake City ladies. Like, I feel like, no, we're really learning here because they're grown too. All right, they really grew up in this religion. And quite a few of the women on this cast are Mormon. Wrong with.
y'all, I am done with this side right here. Now I'm gonna try to hurry up and go get the ripe peppers on that side, and then maybe I'll do the green ones tomorrow. But let me at least try to get the ripe ones before it gets too dark. And it seems like something is eating the peppers, so I want to get it off of here while I can before I come back tomorrow and it's no longer there. It seems like a bug has been biting them. Man, look at how big and juicy these things are. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Solution that I only have to use once a day, and it's a formulation made with dermatologist trusted ingredients.
That joke probably went over Brittany's head too. She's like, I just don't. I laughed at like her. Like, there's a lot of conversation about her. She has an interesting story. I'm interested. Milwaukee, right? It was Milwaukee.
All right, y'all, that was a massive harvest. I'm gonna end my day here, and as you can see, I told you guys early on in this video, we still have a ton of stuff to harvest, and I'm definitely going to harvest tomorrow as well, and I will film that video for y'all. But as far as this video, I think I'm gonna cut it here because I don't want it too long. It's getting extremely dark out here, and I do not want to be caught out here at all with any of the elements that are, you know, in this garden. So I'm gonna call it a day, and I'm going to take what I harvested today, which was definitely a massive amount of peppers and tomatoes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, come on, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget, click that like button, show me how much you like it. But no, guys, please hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Seriously, it just, you know, is an easy way to show my channel support, as well as, you know, helping me push my channel throughout the YouTube algorithm as a small YouTuber, and I truly appreciate you for doing that. So thank you for watching again. Thank you for being here, and if you watch till this far, you are the MVP. Until then, I'll see you on the next one, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Happy gardening. Bye, y'all. Bestie. Martha Lorraine's signature luxurious body butter is packed with all natural skin-loving ingredients such as cocoa butter, coconut oil, shea butter, vitamin E oil, and baobab oil. Whipped to perfection, it is lightly made to be easily absorbed into the skin without clogging your pores. This body butter is free of parabens, sulfates, and synthetic fragrances. Your new bestie.